This is probably one of my favorite podcasts so far. It's very funny.
Ooh, nice. You didn't say one. It's impressive. Welcome back to the OTR podcast. I'm your only host today because Trevor's working still. Or I think. Maybe he's on his way. Maybe he'll pop up. But we've got a special guest in seat 2 today. And it's with us today is Bronson, Allison.
Hey.
Yeah, look at that. Now you're basically host 2 today. We don't even really have a guest. We got guest 1 sneaking around with another camera back there. We might get him in here for a minute near the end.
I think we could do that.
Yeah. Filming some weddings in Alaska and all that stuff. Sounds kind of cool.
What's the weather like there?
Britt's got her camera back today. Look at that.
My hair looks bad.
Oh,
it's us and other guests.
yeah. But no, before we do get started, make sure to follow us everywhere. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you watch podcasts. OTR Cast is where you'll find it. Instagram is otr.pod. And if you want some merch like this shirt, you can go to otrcast.shop. There'll be a new collection. Did you tell me when? You said August, didn't you?
I think August,
Yeah, she's like, last podcast, she goes, yeah, there'll be new stuff coming out August. I'm like, when did I say that? And she's like, well, we're doing it. Okay. All right. Very well. But no, I mean, you've been on here. I think it was do you remember what episode you were? It was in the 20s, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's been like
a while.
30.
It was earlier this year. It was before Christmas. So no.
Oh, yeah, it was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went and watched the Christmas lights in Cambridge.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but since last time, what have you been into?
Basically just filming videos every day.
Mm-hmm.
Up to a bunch of shenanigans and stuff like that.
Is the TikTok still popping?
Yeah, it's fun stuff. Like getting all kinds of like weird brands and stuff reaching out.
Really?
And yeah, it's weird.
It's
like I'm not used to it still.
Right. Yeah. No, that's good. And you got your own merch line and everything too. You're
Yeah.
representing today. I think. Yeah.
A little more. Shop.com. Free shipping.
Ooh. Okay. I can't compete with that. No, but so you've got LiveMoreTV, and then on top of that, are you still doing your other day-to-day stuff?
I'll film like commercials and stuff
Mm-hmm.
for like businesses that want some promo. But I'd say for the most part, it's like the TikTok is the main thing.
Yeah. Are you still focused on the commercial side? Are you still doing Millersburg area, or are you branching out more?
Yeah, I'm branching out a little bit. I really don't advertise it a lot, so it's like they'll come to me and I'll say, hey, I need a video because I know who you are or something like that. So for the TikTok, I definitely put like 500% more effort into it.
Yeah, right. And I think even since the last time we talked, this might be something you feel too, is I feel like now I'm getting to a point where I'm doing less of like the reach out.
Yeah.
And more of just like I've got enough coming in.
Right.
Where I'm like, I'm good, like just keep reaching out to me.
Yeah. That means you're doing something right.
Right. And that's where I think since the last time you've been on here, we've really hit weddings really hard. We did a lot of sports. I still, even though I told you I was going to get into TikTok, have not yet. Britt, maybe that's something you could do.
That could be my job.
Can you make the videos vertical?
We're setting it up today.
Which way
She's
is
thinking
vertical?
about it. She's like,
Vertical's this way?
This way.
that's horizontal.
Horizontal's this way?
No, vertical's this way.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Are you sure?
No.
Yeah, I know you can't. She said, teach me how to edit. And then I was like, here's Skillshare. Here's Premiere. This sucks. She said, I want you to teach me. I'm like,
Windows Movie Maker. 09.
09. Just got that like basic default font
Yeah.
with like the intro.
The cavemen used to use it.
Sniping montage. You're playing like Halo 3. But no, so I just got back from Nashville. And I know you do a lot of traveling too. But we were in New York twice in the last 3 weeks, and then we went to Nashville. And it was funny. So this time, actually, I'll let you talk too here in a minute about your concert, because I know you're excited. But we just went. It was Kaylee. It was her first time down in Nashville. And it was funny because when I go to Nashville, I'm there probably like 6 times a year.
Oh,
Because
really?
we just have, like, it's free to stay. Like,
Oh, yeah,
we,
that
you know,
helps.
like you can just go and just, it's not like real expensive.
Yeah.
And so this time we went down, I was like, the first night before she even got there, because she flew in from Florida, I was like, I'm going down a day early. Like, I don't want to get there at like 9 a.m. and like we just be dead. So I went down a day early, stayed an extra night, and that night we went out, and I don't know, like I don't know what happened. I was all free, which was great, but we started like someone's like wedding party, and because I'm filming their wedding coming up, but like they were there, and then they were like, drink whatever. I was mixing everything. I had 2 Mick Ultras to start, and then 2 glasses of white wine, just because it was there.
Mix. Jeez.
Oh God, no! Wait, you wait.
You guys were on one.
2 glasses of wine, 2 more mix, then like a half bottle of champagne. Then we were like, oh, we should go to the bar. That's a great idea. And we get there, like, you want shots? I'm like, sure. I'm here. Green tea shots, more Mick Ultras, and then the last thing I remember taking is some blue shot of something, and I don't know. I don't remember. And it was like one of those in and out blackouts.
Oh, gosh.
So like I remember, all I remember is so when I get blacked out, apparently I like love staying out later than everyone. Because in my head I'm like, when you guys leave, I'm gonna leave. Like,
right, yeah.
I blacked out and they're like, yeah, we left, and like you were like, I'm staying. I'm like, well, I don't know anyone here.
Yeah.
You drove here, like
Make friends,
right? And so they left me, and like I woke up the next day. I'm like, all I remember from the night before was like roughly getting into an Uber, and then like throwing up, and that's it. And I was like, how did I get here?
You didn't throw up in the Uber?
Not okay. I don't know, and I'll never know.
Waiting for the credit card charge.
No, listen to this. So I woke up and I was like, didn't have my phone or my wallet my keys. My keys luckily were in my bag, so but I still don't have my wallet. I have my phone. I found it. My phone was with one of the people we went out with. She was like, yeah, I took your phone. I was like, okay, well, like, did you take my wallet? She's like, no, I looked. I'm like, oh, okay. And so she had my phone, luckily, so we went and got that. But my wallet, no idea where it was. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, how did I get an Uber? Yeah. How did I pay for an Uber? And then I just figured out, I don't think I did.
Somebody else ordered it for you?
No. I remember walking up to a car, and they like rolled down.
You stole somebody's?
No, they rolled down their window, and I'm like, are you Uber? And I think they were just like, yeah. And I think I was so drunk, I was like, I'll pay you, like, just take me here. And then I just imagine either my wallet is in that guy's car still, and I locked all my cards, so they can't get anything. Like, all I had was my ID and my 2 cards in it, so it really like wasn't.
You didn't have cash on you?
Luckily. But I was like, it's either in that guy's car or like I lost it, and then I just imagine him like dropping me off, and I'm like, I don't have anything. Just running away. So that was my first night, and I was supposed to pick her up at like 9 a.m. from the airport, and she was pissed because I didn't have my phone. And she's like, I thought you like died. I'm like, I kind of did. Like,
wish.
And so luckily, like even when I'm blackout, I still figure things out. So one of the guy we were staying with, his wife I was like, can you get her in the morning? She's like, yeah. So it worked out, and she was delayed anyway, so we got to go at like 11 and get her. But she was not the happiest with me.
Oh my gosh,
what a night though! And then after that, like I couldn't move. It was the worst hangover I ever had in my life. Like if I sat up, I puked. If I moved, so we didn't really do much the first day. And then the second day we watched like 4 Netflix series though. I'll tell you that. We watched Love Is Blind, Sex Dungeon Creation. There's a show about building sex rooms.
I saw that. I didn't watch it. I saw that it's out there, and I'm like, what?
It's okay. It's weird. It's not weird. Like that weird, like ew, but it's so funny because all I could think about, like from like a video standpoint, was that it wasn't the fact that they were getting a sex room. It was like they would film the house, and it was just like the most average house. Like it'd be like if they put one in here, or like in like your like apartment or something, and it's like a $20,000 sex room in like probably a $50,000 house. And you're like, it just doesn't fit.
Imagine the realtor like showing the house, and they're like, don't mind this room.
or like, hey, check this out.
What are you guys into?
Yeah, but it was like interesting. It was weird, but it's funny. Like there was one couple that like seemed really normal.
Of course.
Right. And it was just funny because the lady that does it, she was trying to figure out what they were into and like trying to spice up their sex life. She's like, meet me here. They meet her at like this random, like just like back alley, like door.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Right. And she's like, are you guys ready? And the guy was like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know what you're taking us to. And they walk in and this dude's getting beat with a whip by like a dominatrix. It was
I'm
so
not watching
fun.
the show.
It's interesting. It's an interesting show. And he was like, I don't know if I'm into this. And she's like, okay, well, we learned a lesson today.
No joke. Jeez.
I couldn't imagine. Like, it's just, but no. And then, so we did Love is Blind, How to Build a Sex Room or whatever. And Snowflake Mountain. I don't know if you watched that one.
I saw that. I haven't seen it, but like I saw the preview thing for it.
It's interesting.
Is it?
It's a good concept. Like, they take a bunch of kids that like are spoiled, essentially. It feels real boomery, you know, like you spoiled kids. But it's like they're really like they're still living like they don't buy anything. They have like tens of thousands of dollars in clothes, but they like don't pay for any of it.
Right.
That kind of spoiled. And they basically are like, here's the woods, and they like have these two survive. They have these two
They just put them on Naked and Afraid.
It'd be like if they made Britt go stand in the woods.
I can survive.
You would do better than them, and that's me saying something. Like,
Thanks.
you know, like imagine you alone in the woods trying to start a fire, but like you would do better than them. And that like
Thank you. This is like a backhanded compliment.
it's more of a backhanded insult.
They're pulling out like $100 bill and they're trying to light it on fire. That's how we stay warm at home.
Yeah, it was. I mean, but they grew by the end of the show. But I don't know, it was just weird. And then we went to Jason Aldean's bar.
Oh yeah,
3 times. That's all we did.
I barely remember that place.
Wow, yeah. And the only reason we went there every time was because they were the only one that would take my paper ID because I lost mine the first night. So we basically walked around Broadway, and I was like, you really didn't see Nashville. I'm like, you saw Jason Aldean's bar. Like, but it worked out because the second night we went, that was like the night we like took an Uber and like drank a lot. And the DJ at like 12:30 or 1 a.m., he's like, just so you guys know, anyone left out there that's going to remember this, which I wasn't like real bad. And he's like, Kane Brown's playing here tomorrow at like 6. I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. And so like we went back. It's free, you know. You just,
Really?
Well, as long as they were counting people at the door, so we made sure to get there early.
Yeah.
And I was like, we got to go a little early if we're going to. And he played at like 7:30. It was cool. It wasn't long, you know, because it was probably just like a favor or something. But it was cool. He played like 5 or 6 songs. There was Benson Boone, some guy. He's like from TikTok. He's a singer, and he has 3 songs out, and they were all just so big on TikTok. Like he like opens for Kane Brown now.
That's wild.
And Ryan was like, I've been doing this for 15 years. I'm like, hey, I'm like, you know, like, and he literally only has 3 songs out, 3,
That's
and
so
I'm
weird.
like, that's crazy. But he was good. He was really good. It's not like he was bad in doing it, but I mean, it is crazy just how everything is now.
Yeah.
Like
Pop off overnight.
instantly.
Just, next thing you know, you're touring with Kane Brown. Like, that's weird.
right. It was something else. But he was cool. He was your style. You would have liked him.
I like Kane Brown. Oh, or the new guy.
The new guy. Like, you're gonna look him up and be like, he's hot. That's what you're gonna do.
What's he look like?
Yeah. Look up Benson. I think Benson Boone. Look, try that. But,
That sounds familiar, but like I can't picture anything or like hear it in my
yeah, I
head.
bet if you heard one of the songs or like the big one or whatever,
Probably,
popped them off,
yeah.
you'd be like, oh, like.
It's that guy.
But yeah, speaking of TikTok, what are like? Do you follow trend? Like, are there trends that you're like, oh, like, do you? Because I feel like your channel is more like travel and see things. But do you ever like dive into those?
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because I literally made one today. I saw the trend where they're like showing your 15-year-old self and like what you're up to now. And I'm like, I don't ever do trends, but I'm like, let me just try it because I can relate this to travel. So I'm going to post it here in like 30 minutes or something. But yeah, normally I just like post my own stuff, whatever I want to do and like have fun with it. But yeah, every time I try to do the trends, they don't work for me. So screw it.
I don't know.
Set the trends.
Yeah, I think if we posted wedding stuff, it would do well because we have like literally probably like 7 weddings that we could backlog
Yeah.
and just post stuff. But I don't know. And I figured like if I needed it, but I'm like, just, we're to the point now where I'm like, like people still message us all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I like my next October completely booked.
Oh,
September I have like 2 weekends left. Like for 23, I'm like I can't.
You need to post like the wedding video versus reality, and it just shows like everybody like fighting.
See, that would be cool because there are a few of them where you're like, dude, this is like
What's the worst like wedding experience you've had? Like, there's always drama at weddings, so that's why I don't like to do them. So
see, and that's like historically, I personally have not had a bad wedding. I wouldn't call it bad.
Oh, you're lucky.
I guess because I've had people like, I don't do weddings anymore. This suck. And I'm like, I've never sent like a video and they didn't like it, or like I've never been at one where like, what the fuck you doing? But the word, not worst, but the worst for like the setting,
Yeah.
I would say, is we were at a wedding. There was no one else there, and they were so mad. Like the guys were like late. They were hammered before they even got to the venue. Literally. And like that was like, I was like, okay, like whatever, like everyone gets drunk, like before their wedding, mostly.
Yeah.
Within reason. And so they get done with everything, and this like they were fighting like at the reception,
geez.
like mad at each other. I'm like, I don't know what to film. Like I feel like I'm filming like Big Brother now. Like
No kidding.
And the photographer, I know her really well. Like I see her all the time, and she's like, I know you wanted to do like sunset photos, and so the bride was like, oh yeah, like I really want to. She goes to get her husband, and he's like, I'm not doing no more fucking photos. He's like, I'm just trying to have fun with my friends.
My night.
He's like, I'm trying to enjoy my night. We already got enough photos. And she's like, it's going to take 10 minutes. And so he was like fed up and not having it, like just acting like a 12-year-old. And he was down with the photographer, and she was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm out of here. I was like, this is weird. Like, but it wasn't at me. And she kind of felt bad, and I was like, "It's not your fault. Like, they paid you. Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?" And so that was like the most weird, I think, wedding experience for me. It was like they were just fighting with each other.
Yeah.
The other experience that Ethan had,
I didn't have his.
the New Year's Eve one.
Oh, Ethan. So one of my other filmers, he filmed one, and I'm like, why didn't I film that one? He was at like one of like, they were probably like 22, 21-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like they were younger, and they might have been our age, but
I am 21. What do you mean?
I'm 12. But they were they're younger, and so he met, and Ethan, he'll go and he'll drink at some weddings because he has a ride. I don't have a ride, so I'll like he has his girlfriend to like bring him home.
That'd be nice.
And I just remember I got done with my wedding, and I'm like, look up, and he calls me, and I'm like, what? Like, what does he want? It's like 8:30, 9 o'clock. He's like, dude. I'm like, what? He's like, this is the most crazy wedding I've ever been to. He's like, who was it? It was the
I don't know who it was, but I know what happened. I heard what happened.
he's like, there's people giving people head in the bathrooms.
I hope it wasn't like the
I think
bride.
it was.
Oh, geez.
It was either her or the second, whatever, the bridesmaid, maid of honor. It was one of those two.
Oh, my.
And I'm like, uh-oh.
Lovely people.
And I was like, at that time, I was like, you're lucky. I'm like, that single Caleb would have tried. but but I was like, I picked like the tame one where they're like, it's a dry wedding.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
like,
gosh. I can't do it.
I've had 2 of those in a row.
Oh, no.
And I have a new guy I'm trying to train.
Yeah.
And I've taken him to those 2. I'm like, dude, you're gonna have a blast. I'm like, it's great. Like,
He's
you get
like,
all
when?
the food, all the drinks. He's like, I'm like, it just depends. Sometimes they're dry. You're getting paid, whatever. And like the last 2, they're like, yeah, no alcohol.
The dry one should be double because they're like making up for the
Yeah.
lack of alcohol.
Right. I'm like, actually, you got to pay us in Mick Ultra boxes
Yeah.
too. But it was just, so he's learning. Like, I've got another guy learning, but like we've got some weekends where I've got 4 on the same day.
Gosh.
And so I'm just trying to get people ready, because I ideally want to do all the we talk like Sedona.
Yeah.
I want to do the travel ones.
Yeah, for
and just
sure.
like have them in the greater Ohio area. But you've been out to Sedona.
Yeah, I just got back April. Yeah.
Really? What were you filming out there?
It was a wedding. It was really cool. We like took those like pink Jeep tours. Have you heard of those?
I think so.
It's like these pink Jeep Wranglers, and they like drive you up into the mountains. And it's like I'm holding like my camera gear. It's like noon, and I'm dressed in a full suit, and it's like 105 degrees, and we're like rocking. It was like way off-roading. Like I thought it was just gonna be a path, and like no, you're driving up like cliffs. And we're standing on the edge, and it was like the strongest wind. It was like 30-mile-an-hour winds, and the bride almost like went flying off. And I'm standing like right on the edge, and I'm wobbling, and I'm like, oh man, I hope this like works out. It was bad. Like every photo, all their hair is like in their face. So I got like a few photos where it would blow the other way for a second, and they're like,
you're like, let me get the drone out real quick.
yeah, oh yeah. I brought it, and I was like, not a chance I'm getting this thing out.
I even get scared when it's a little windy. Like,
yeah, it was definitely like no fly wind. Like it was bad.
Oh,
It was cool though.
I have like an irrational fear of like mild wind now, because I was filming up at the courthouse here.
Oh yeah,
and just like this was 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 4, and I was filming like the like little statue on top, and there was just a random gust. Like it really wasn't that windy, but the gust and it just took off. Like it just took off.
Oh yeah, that's the worst feeling.
And I was like smashing the return to home button. I'm like, please, and it came back luckily, but I couldn't see it. Like I lost it. I was like, where? Like, oh.
Yeah, I had one time where the wind took my drone, and I had to get in my car and drive and meet it somewhere because I'm like, this thing's going down.
Yeah,
it was scary.
No, that was my one like thing, and then I've had the same drone. What are you shooting with now?
I got the Mavic. What is it? The Mavic Pro Air 2S. Yeah, Mavic Air 2S. Yeah.
I saw the 3 Pro. That's like the newest one.
Too much money for what it's worth, I think.
It doesn't have a lot to it outside of like the camera's.
Yeah, I'm like, it's good camera, but the price range, I'm like, it's not that good.
Right, and that's where like I have a Phantom 4 Pro.
Oh, I like that one. It controls good.
Yeah. So actually, how I got it, I had a 3 Pro, like way back, like 2016.
Yeah.
And then I went to college, and I used like some of my like scholarship money to buy the original Mavic.
Oh,
like
okay,
right when it came out.
I still have that one. It's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
Right when it came out, said like they were all on back order for like 5 months.
Yeah.
But I ordered mine like early enough. Mine came in real early, and people were paying like a premium for them.
Yeah, it was stupid for a while.
Yeah, so I sold it to some guy for like $2,000.
Really?
Yeah,
oh
like,
my gosh.
And I was in college. I was like, this is great.
Yeah. What a moron.
Well, he drove up in like a Porsche.
Oh man,
he's like, I need it for like a family vacation. I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
And so he paid me, and then I used that because then I upgraded to the 4 Pro.
Yeah.
It's got a 1-inch sensor in it. Like for when it came out, it holds its ground. Like really well.
I like that one a lot, but like I went to Hawaii with it, and like my carry-on bag was literally that. Yeah, it was so stupid big. Right. And then I was like, okay, they came out with like the Mavic Pro, and I was like, oh, I could put it in here with my other stuff. Lifesaver.
That's my one gripe. Yep.
It was nice.
That's why I really don't use drones at weddings unless they specifically ask, because I'm like, it's a whole nother bag right now. Like if I got like the mini or something smaller, maybe, but right now that is the only thing I'm like, it's just a lot of work.
Right.
So I don't use it very much. Mostly real estate. Like
it's great for that. Yeah.
Right. But then on like while we're on camera gear, like what are you using right now? You upgrade anything?
I
recently?
just bought the Panasonic GH5. I really like that. It's got the stabilization, so it's like you run with that thing.
6-axis?
I don't know. What is that? How many axes is that stabilizer?
Smooth as shit.
Smooth axis. Yeah, very nice.
The GH5 looks really good.
You get that and you pair it with a stabilized lens. It's perfect.
That's the one thing. I bought a 5D Mark IV. Like that was my first camera.
Oh yeah.
And I still use it, because we shoot a lot of sports.
Yeah, they're nice.
So like it's a good middle ground between photo and video.
Right.
So we use that a lot for weddings, like on a gimbal, but you can't really run and gun with it. Is the only thing. After that, I've got a XT3 Fuji.
Okay.
And I like it. I mean, it's different, but just for video, it's a really cool camera because all the dials are on top.
Okay.
So like all of them.
Yeah.
It's
Gavin,
all like
what camera do you
mechanical.
have? You've got a really nice one.
Lumix S1. Ooh.
Yeah. What it's supposed to shoot like 6K. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. I need my biggest lack right now is I need something that shoots good 120 FPS.
Yeah, the GH5 shoots like 197, something like that. And I think I had the GH4. I still have it, and it shot 97 frames per second slow motion. And like, this is a game changer.
Yeah, it looks really good for certain shots.
Yeah,
Like, and that's like the 5D only goes to 60, but like the XT3 it'll do it, but you got to go into like the settings and
yeah.
set it to like slow-mo mode. And I'm like, that's
Oh, the Panasonic.
That's a
Like,
lot of work.
I never like liked Panasonic, and then once I got it, I'm like, these guys are smart.
so these are both Panasonic, but they're more like they're the broadcast style.
Yeah.
We use those for like football and
Oh yeah, for sure. That'd
now
be
just
perfect
really
for
a
that.
podcast. We don't really do a lot of football anymore, so sad.
I love sports.
Yeah. Well,
I just went to the Football Hall of Fame the other day.
ooh. You filming some up there?
Yeah, I shot a TikTok there, and I don't know anything about football, but I pretend like I did. The entire day, I know. The entire day, I'm making like Waterboy quotes and stuff like that.
No, that's my thing too. Is I'm like, we started with all sports, so everyone thinks I love sports. I'm like, like I mean, I know about them because I played them, but I don't enjoy like watching them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I used to play them. I used to watch them all the time, and I think I got like burnt out on them because I watched it like a ton. Like I was obsessed, and then once I got away from it, I just never went back to it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I see all these people like watching it all the time. They're like, I have to do this all day.
Right.
And I was like, I got stuff to do, so I just can't do it anymore. But I don't know. I mean, I could probably get back into it if I wanted to, but I don't know.
And that's like people that religiously watch, like you, like with college sports.
What's your team? Buckeyes?
No.
Ew.
It's even worse.
We live in Ohio. What do you
even
mean,
worse.
ew?
Football.
You gonna say like Wolverines?
No.
I don't really have a football team. I'll cheer for Kansas even though they suck. But
Why?
basketball, Rock Chalk, Jayhawk.
She just
all
likes
the way.
Kansas.
Wait, why Kansas?
My dad liked it. My sister goes there, and then I'm going to college there.
Oh, so you're
Are you?
brainwashed.
Are you going to Are you going to college?
I am.
When?
I'm going back next year in the fall.
Who's gonna switch our camera?
I know. I was thinking. I was like, if I leave and they replace me, I'm gonna.
You're gonna get replaced. You think I'm just not gonna?
You have to run it remotely.
Yeah.
I'll make it like a robot that just touches
Yeah,
the
there we go.
buttons.
Get a cardboard cutout of it.
Oh, that'll be. I will. We'll put you in the background.
Do it. Yeah, so I can still be a part of it.
Just cut the
Right.
camera to her and she's just frozen.
What do you think, Britt? And it's just like someone's mouth. It's a cutout of the mouth. That would be funny. But no, what are you doing? Like, what are you going for?
Business.
Solid.
Yeah, business and English.
And
Basically English. I'm a double major.
so you're gonna be able to do U.S. business
I guess.
and Belize. You'll be able to go to Belize
There you go.
and do some business down there.
Love Belize.
I love Belize.
We love Belize.
I've never even been there. That's how much I love it.
It's great.
I've had 3 trips scheduled to go there. The first one was April of 2020 when
gosh.
COVID hit
Yeah,
that
that's
month.
bad.
I was like, the second one, what happened? Because we scheduled it. I had like the Airbnb booked and everything. You weren't going. It was like me and Johnny and Dalton. Right. I forget why we were going. I think we were just going to go, but they still had all their like quarantine and stuff restrictions. I was
yeah.
like, that's okay. And we just haven't scheduled anything back in there, but I really I want to go. It's everyone tells me it's really blue.
They got that blue hole there. Have you seen that?
No.
That's what I want to go to. It's like out in the ocean, and it's like, I don't know. You could see it from the sky. It's like a perfect circle, and like out in the ocean, like the ground just drops straight down. So like,
Oh.
there's a name. I don't know what the actual name for it is, but it's like the blue hole or something in Belize.
The blue hole.
Yeah.
What? I was gonna make a joke, but you made it. So. Blue hole.
Blue hole.
Oh no, I was. Oh man, my impressions are getting better. I would never do them on camera, but I did like a Kermit the Frog impression today.
Now I kind of want to hear it.
Oh, I could. Oh gosh, it's so cringe. Hold on, it might still be on the story.
What don't you share on this podcast, though? So go ahead and let us hear.
It's so funny. Because I was just being stupid. Like, hold on. You'll understand. And hold on. I might be able to play it through the. Oh gosh,
You have it pre-recorded.
that was Kane Brown. Hold on.
He was that impressed. He had to save it.
I gotta show.
I
this.
didn't. It's on her story. Okay, hold on. Can you hear that? It's not good. I was nervous, even on just normal.
Tell me when. Miss Piggy, can I porky your pussy, Miss Piggy?
I wasn't expecting that. Never heard Kermit say that
That's
before.
what she said. The story said, I was not ready for that. Oh, and I was like sitting there. I got on this kick of goofy rap. So if you get a chance, look up Gangsta Goofy. My guy. He's funny. Like, yeah. He has a rap battle with Mickey Mouse. It's
on
pretty
YouTube?
Good. Yeah. It's just funny. He's like, I'll fuck your bitch. And you're like, what the
There we go. I got it.
Yeah, save that. It's funny. It's really. And then I guess like this guy that did it, actually like people loved it so much. He like made a small rap career of Gangster Goofy, and like make songs.
Can you imagine that's what you're known for, like Gangsta Goofy.
It's like, so what? Like, where do you make your money? Well,
I do kids parties,
kids rap parties, bar mitzvahs. But no, I got on this kick of. Like child's like show song intros.
Oh yeah.
It's a great time. No, she's gonna. I imagine us listening to this podcast right now. She's shaking her head right now.
Who?
Kaylee. She's like, why are you talking about that? People don't need to know that. That's embarrassing.
Yes, they do.
Like, I don't care. I'm here. I don't care. But no, that's like, I don't know. That was our trip back because I was very tired. I bought her a child's apple juice. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah. Because she's like, I want apple juice. And I went into this like pilot. They didn't have apple juice. I was like, they don't have any apple juice. Do you want anything else? And she's like, are you sure? And I was like, I'll look again. And then I looked real hard, and like in the kids section, there was an apple juice with a little shark sippy cup. Like,
oh gosh.
And I was like, here you go. I was like, here's your apple juice. Then it was weird, and I haven't found my wallet yet. Apple Pay, lifesaver. Yeah, save that. Now I know you do a lot of traveling. Are you able to use your card down there, or do you have to get cash in different?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this. Like, so like if you go to like another country and like you go to like the currency exchange thing, they'll rip you off. Like, they're known for ripping you off and like giving you a wrong exchange rate. So I take a debit card with me, and I call the bank before I go and let them know I'm going there. And you go to an ATM, and it'll give you like an accurate like exchange. So I only use that, and like that's the first thing I do when I get to the airport. I use that and get the cash out, and I hide some of it in case something goes down. You need some cash, and yeah, it's like lifesaver for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, sun came out. I'm real bright now. That we've been doing that because we've been filming these like. I need an actual blackout filter, or something. I have them. I just need to put them up.
Put it up.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna buy you some. You already have some.
I have like soundproofing that I can just put over that. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, extend that wall.
I think we're gonna bust this wall out.
Yeah.
Just put like a garage door in.
There you go.
And really throw some parties. That would be awful. I would be here too much. I'm already here too much. But no, that's like a good travel tip.
Yeah,
you travel a lot. You have any you got anything else? You're like, oh, like I didn't think about this until I did it, or someone told me, or.
That's a tough one. I'm trying to think of some like cool stuff. I don't know.
Like I know you said your first trip, you almost got like stolen.
Oh yeah.
So I know
my good blackout story.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. I don't have any real pro tip. I don't travel out of the country too much.
Yeah,
here and there, but not like my dream. I really want to go to Italy. I haven't been in anywhere in Europe. That's kind of on the agenda.
Italy's cool.
Knocked off New York this month. It was
go to the city.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
What do you think of it?
It was fun. I like drive. I surprisingly love driving in that traffic.
You drove in that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, not a chance.
I like role play being an asshole, and
he gave me a travel tip. I
forgot
forgot about.
Oh yeah. But you go with that first.
All right, a travel tip that I like to use, especially it kind of relates now because like everybody that's been flying has had like a flight get delayed or canceled. Like there's just a shortage of pilots and stuff. So I always book with like a Chase Sapphire Reserve, and there's like trip delay and trip cancellation insurance in there. And like I was in Missouri not too long ago. My flight got like delayed by like 2 days. So I'm like, what am I going to do? So they give you like the trip delay insurance gives you $500 per delay. So I went and booked like the nicest hotel room I could find.
Yeah.
You go out to eat with it. You could buy clothes, like whatever you want. And you save the receipts, you give it to the bank, and they reimburse you. So like you can just ball out. Like I really like didn't even need it to, but I was just like, we might as well. Like I paid for the fee for the card, get my money back.
That's cool. So is that just with is that like any Chase credit card, or is that
the
just
Chase
the
Sapphire Reserve? That's like the premium one, and it like gives you the best insurance. Other cards have it built in. I use a lot of credit cards to like hack stuff, so
Yeah.
I'm big on that.
I love my I got a United Quest card through Chase. So
You
that's
get,
like
priority boarding and everything. Yeah.
And so I use that like when like for weddings I'll book like all the United stuff, get all the like and then they pay me for it. I'm getting my miles, and
Oh yeah.
so it's a good little deal. That was the first like credit card I ever like
I got to get you on the travel hacking thing.
Ooh,
You can go to
I
Italy.
do. I
This is what I did to go to Italy. There's a credit card. It was like a Red Aviator, I think it was called. And it was like a $95 fee, and you pay that right away. And they give you like 70,000 points for the first purchase. So I literally went and bought a pack of gum, paid it off, never used it again, got my points, and I used 70,000 to go to Italy. And I'm like, the way I scheduled it, I flew from Italy to France and then came back to America. So like the whole flight was free. And all I did was buy a pack of gum and pay the $95 fee.
That's not bad then.
Yeah. So
Because
like,
I know even like United, to get your 100,000 miles, you had to spend like $3,000, I think,
yeah.
in the first 3 months, which I spend way too much money anyway. But like I did it, but just to be able to go and just buy like one thing, that's kind of convenient.
Oh, there's like ways to like hack like even the $3,000 things and stuff too.
Really?
Yeah.
I know I know there was a guy, and they made it to where you can't do this now, but there was a guy that would get cards and buy gold coins, like gold $1 coins for $1.
Oh yeah.
With his credit card. He bought like 1 million of them or something.
Oh yeah.
And it was when Southwest was doing like that like lifetime.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so he got Southwest like lifetime like flights for
Yeah, he's got
forever.
status forever. Yeah, I remember that.
And they're like,
as a legend.
they're like, we can't do that
They
anymore.
changed the rules because of him.
Literally, like you can't buy any like coins with credit cards anymore, things like that. But I'm like, man, like to be that's what I always think about this too, is the best like life hacks, or like the best like things that you can exploit, you're never gonna know.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the people that know it, and if they're smart enough, they're not gonna tell people.
Yeah, like I know there's a guy from Millersburg, and he like got me in on doing this stuff, and if it like wasn't for him, I'd never have known. And he's real open about sharing it, and I'm like, I was skeptical, and then I started doing it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, best life hack ever. There's no like catches. It's just like being smart. And I was like, this dude like tells everybody. Now it's like his full-time job. Like he built a business out of it. But like, yeah, like I travel all over the world, don't even pay for flights, just use points and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
like even like the gold coins, like if you have to spend like, I had a card where it was like for a year I got Southwest status, where if I booked a flight and you were coming with me, you flew for free.
Right. You get like
too.
the passenger.
Yeah,
or
it's companion
companion
pass. Yeah. And you had to spend like, it was like 20 grand in 3 months to get it. So I would go buy these like prepaid Visa gift cards at CVS with my credit card. And there's a website where you could like
sell them.
Put that. No, you'd like put that the prepaid Visa cards on there and pay your credit card off with it. So I would do it, totally legal. Like looked it all up. It's fine. And you just pay like a little bit of a fee. And I spent the 20 grand. Like CVS was so sketched out. I kept coming in there every day, buying $2,000 every time.
They're like, is there something wrong with your computer?
Oh
Like-
yeah, they were super nervous every time I came in. They saw me and they're like, oh. But like
You're
I
back.
got it, and yeah, like flew all over the place for free on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the best life hack ever.
Yeah, I think I have 3 credit cards, but the only one I use is that United card, because the other 2 are like PayPal and like Venmo.
Yeah,
And just because I use them for like PayPal's like 6 months to pay stuff off, so I
Yeah.
like do like business stuff with it, then not have to think about it until they pay me, which is
Right.
nice. Other than that, yeah, I don't do a lot of the like hacks. So that I need
I gotta
to
get you in on it. It boosts your credit score,
right,
and like
yeah.
you get to fly for free. You get cash back on stuff. It's stupid.
I need to really. You need to get Britt on this. She needs all the help.
You need to gatekeep this.
Yeah, I know. We'll take a group trip for free.
OTR on the ocean.
Yeah, in Belize.
In Belize. Yeah, we'll get everybody there on their red aviator.
Exactly.
You could change it to on the run instead of on
Yes.
On the run.
On the roof.
On the roof.
on the run, like around the world, traveling.
Off the
I like
rocker. It's already off the rocker, I'll tell you that. If we certain ones.
I keep it off the rails, don't worry.
Oh, you have to. Everyone else is married, basically.
Yeah, I know. It's on me now.
This thing started as like me, Trevor, and her just like single as shit. Like,
Yeah.
like
to do.
drinking, getting hammered, and then now it's like, so yeah, if like if you're a girlfriend,
Yeah. If she'll let me go.
yeah, right. And so she's like, I'll hold it down. So she doesn't.
I'm not getting on the rails anytime soon.
Right. Yeah. And so, yeah. Well, right. And we know. And literally, I can't even talk about that. But, so I don't know. It's so different because we started like the first like 7 or 8 episodes were just us like, all right, we're going to start with a shot of pre-workout.
Mm.
We did
Remember that, yeah.
And we would finish it with a beer. So we would take pre-workout and chug it with a beer.
Yeah, you offered me that last time. I'm like, I just drank an energy drink. I don't want to die
Right.
on the podcast.
And and we stopped doing that tradition. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No bucked up.
But like we have our moments still. Episode 50, we were like, we want to do something special. And so we had a singer on and we did
Oh, yeah.
Power Hour.
Oh, gosh.
And it was
Not
funny.
Power Hour.
Him, Bo, the guy that was on, and Trevor both threw up. Like,
Yeah, I believe it.
yeah. And I was like,
It's
what are
rough.
you guys doing? And then I was like, and since it's Wednesday, we film every Wednesday. I'm like, all right, we got to go karaoke night. Like it's
It's not up for debate. We
right.
have to go.
You can't say no. So we do that every day, or not every day. We haven't missed one. Literally, they started doing them like 3 months ago. Not even. It was like 5 or 6 months ago. Have not missed a Wednesday yet.
That's awesome.
It's like in the calendar, and so
I love that.
oh, it's cool. And we made it like our tradition, like me and Kaylee, like because she works there, and then eventually, like I don't know, we went to karaoke night. And I'm like, we should do this. So now we do that.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. It's cool.
It was fun.
Makes all the other DTA like women jealous.
Does it?
Yeah. I guess like we left one night and I don't know who it was, like because they were like, she was like some blonde girl. I'm like, I don't know. And she was like, yeah, she's like, he always comes in here with that blonde bitch now. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, I don't know what I did, like because most nights I'll go in there, I'm like, I look around, I'm like, okay, there's nobody in here that's like I know. And like that was one of those nights. I'm like,
Yeah.
who said something? I'm like, I don't know. Like, who would even like be offended? Like, it was just funny, and so I don't know. It was weird, but I don't know. It's a give and take. But you don't. Even, I don't know. I'm just digging a hole over here. But
Take a bathroom run real fast.
oh yeah, go ahead, Britt. Hop over here.
We just left the bar, so
oh
I'm
yeah,
struggling.
Right. Well, you might be back there after this.
I will be back.
Actually, Bo, the Power Hour himself, just messaged me. He might be like, "You back in the 740?" Yeah, I am, Bo.
All right, let me come over and talk about my Big Time Rush concert.
Oh yeah, do that while we wait. Britt, tell us about your Big Time Rush.
Okay, let me fix my hair. Okay. So on Friday, I went to a Big Time Rush concert, which was amazing. Best night of my life, 10 out of 10, recommend. Like, you have to see Big Time Rush. Like, I was crying the whole time, screaming like a fangirl. I never get weak in the knees. I was weak in the knees. Are you even listening to me?
You were weak in the knees from Big Time Rush.
Yeah. Everyone should be. Like, they are amazing. Like, I've loved them for 13 years. Like, how can you not? Oh, there was still stuff in there. But that's what I had to say about my concert.
Oh, that's it?
They sang like my favorite song, and they did like the choreography from when they were like in the TV show, like back from 2009. They did the same choreography. Oh my God, I almost passed out. Like, it was amazing. Like, it will be forever the best night of my life. If I get tricked, somebody tricks me into marrying them, Big Time Rush is still the best night of my life. Like,
What?
my wedding will come second. Like, nothing is coming above Big Time Rush.
I don't
Like,
know.
this is like seeing them in concert is turning me into a fangirl all over again. Like, I feel like it's 2009 all over again. I feel 7 years
You were
old.
a fangirl. You were a fangirl in 2009.
Yeah, when the show came out, like as soon as I laid eyes on them.
I was like, I ate nachos when I was like that age.
I mean, I'm sure
Like,
I ate
2009
nachos,
was.
too.
I wasn't like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God, no! I was like, oh my God. Well, okay. Have you watched Big Time Rush? Did you watch it?
2009.
Yeah, I've loved them for over half of my life.
I would have been 11.
I don't know how much older are you? How old are you now? 24?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 4 years older than me.
I would have been like 11, and no, not even. What's 11? Okay, so hold on. I went to kindergarten in 2004. So 5 was first grade, 6 is second, 7 is third, 8 is fourth. Almost. So in 6th grade, this story's about 6th grade. In 6th grade, so like a year after 2009, there was this girl I really liked, but I didn't know what I was doing. And so like I was just weird. Like, you know, I was like chunky.
You were you.
Right. And so I like didn't talk to people. And I think I talked to this girl on like Kick or something.
Oh, I miss Kick.
Right?
The
For,
Kick
like,
days.
For a day. It was a whole ass day, and that was it. And I was like, will you be my girlfriend? And she was like,
On Kick?
yeah.
Oh, the good old days.
And like we only talked for like a day. She's like, nah. It was funny. But yeah.
How did that relate to my Big Time Rush question?
I'm just saying, like, that's where we were in our lives, and you were fangirling over Big Time Rush.
Yeah. 13 years going on.
What were you doing in 2009? Right.
No good.
Right. She's like, it's turning me into a fangirl again. I'm like, from when? She's like, 2009. I'm like, you were like 7.
Raging.
Like,
Yeah.
Fist bumping everywhere.
Yes. Everyone was giving me the dirtiest looks. 'Cause I was like jumping, screaming, crying, and they were like looking at me. I was like, I'm doing this right. You guys are not. Like,
They're like-
I'm acting appropriately at this concert.
they're looking at you. They're like, can you stop dancing on the monkey bars, please?
Yeah. We got. If I would have been any closer, if I would have been in the pit, I think I actually would have passed out as soon as they walked out on stage. So I'm glad I wasn't any closer than I was. Like, okay, so did you guys watch Big Time Rush as a kid?
How old are you?
20. Yes.
You're younger than my little brother.
Yes. I was a James girl growing up.
Okay. I don't know if that.
My little brother's watching Big Time.
And you didn't watch it?
That was right after my time.
Yeah, I was
Like,
figuring out then.
Yeah.
I was a teenager by then.
I
Okay,
remember-
but like,
Josh.
Right. Draw, yeah.
there were a
Yeah.
group of 4 guys behind us who were screaming just as much as I was. They went up and they got like a group picture in front of the big thing they had.
Amanda Bynes is?
Yeah,
Do you
isn't
remember
she
the Amanda show? Oh,
I didn't watch it, but
that was the shit.
I remember all that when they were recruiting.
Yeah.
She won the contest.
Yeah.
She got brought on the show. And I was like, no way.
Yeah.
No one.
Man, the Amanda show. I forgot about that.
That was a
I
good one.
talked to so many like 20, even like 23-year-olds, and they're like, I don't know who Amanda Bynes is.
Really?
It blows my mind.
I never
I re-
watched it,
what
but I
was-
know.
What was the like bit she did with like the big teeth?
Maha.
Yeah, Maha. That was the funny. I thought that was so funny.
That wasn't funny.
I was like, I'm dying. This is great.
The girls' room. I like that. I like eggs.
What were your shows growing up? Other than Big Time Rush, like
I loved Blues Clues.
I liked Blues
I was
Clues,
a
too. I
big
mean, that was-
Blues Clues fan.
Did you?
Yeah, I had Steve. I had the OG Steve growing
you?
up.
Which?
Yeah, they switched to. I think it was Joe. They switched to Joe.
I tuned out.
He was okay, but the new guy they had,
There's another guy.
yeah,
yeah.
they replaced the 2, and I was like, this show's going downhill.
Tuned out.
I'm just glad I was born before Coco Melon came out, because if I was a Coco Melon kid,
Coco Melon.
You don't,
annoying,
it's,
annoying.
it's for babies. It's like the only thing kids watch
Yes.
from like 4 and under, pretty much. If you're 4,
My best
You know
friend's
what
kid
Coco
loves
Melon
it. I was like, oh, please don't be a Coco Melon kid. I walked
Basically-
in and he was watching. I was like,
Coco Melon's like the iPad kid's dream.
yes. I
Oh.
think, yeah, it's like for people, like, it's iPad kids now.
There,
Soft as Charmin.
yeah. There was a guy doing a bit on iPad kids, and he's like, I just want to go onto like Big Brother, like one of those like dating shows, and just be an iPad kid. He's like, I'm just gonna sit in the corner and like play like arcade games on my tablet with my headphones in. He's like, I'm gonna have like a girl come up to me. I'm like, hold on 1 minute. He's like playing Angry Birds on his phone. Can you get away from me?
Dude, if anybody interrupted me when I was playing Minecraft, like, nah. Are you guys Minecrafters?
I was.
And I was like, I just built a bunch of cool stuff, and I was like, I'm bored.
Yeah.
I love Minecraft.
You still?
Yeah, still.
What?
I built a sick house.
I built like the balloon from up. I built that up in the sky, and it was cool.
That is really cool.
You built a sick house?
Yeah. I got a
When? How
conversation
long
pit in
ago?
there.
Last week.
2 months ago.
Oh, geez.
I only get to play when my sister comes home, so like, because she has the PlayStation.
What are you gonna do?
Right.
Buy it from her when she gets ready to sell it.
You have like 4 computers here. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like playing on keyboard. I'm not a keyboarder.
You can use a controller.
Too many buttons.
Yeah, there is too many buttons.
I shouldn't have told her that. I'm just gonna walk in. She's gonna be
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna come in on my off days and just like
it's gonna
playing
be like
Minecraft.
9 a.m. when I walk in. She's gonna have like 5 Red Bulls beside her, like playing Minecraft.
Yeah, just
Hey.
like all night.
No, that's yeah.
I
don't
watched
know.
a lot growing up though. To circle back around, Wizards of Waverly Place.
No.
Okay, what did you guys watch?
Drake and Josh.
Yeah, Drake and Josh.
iCarly.
Yeah.
iCarly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Malcolm in the
I
Middle.
never got into Malcolm. Ned's Declassified.
Yes.
That was good.
Yeah,
Moe's.
that was a deep cut.
Is it on Netflix?
Uh,
Huh.
Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like a weird show if you really think about it.
We were at a block party and I ran inside, left all my friends outside to watch Danny Phantom.
I remember when they were advertising for SpongeBob, and I was like, "This looks like it's gonna be a good show." I remember watching the first one, and I was like, "Man, this is good."
You guys watch Ed, Edd n Eddy?
Oh yeah,
I like it.
I loved Ed, Edd n Eddy.
I liked that. That was one of the like weird style shows that I
My
liked.
parents blamed it for my misbehavior.
No, they said a bad word. My mom's like, "You're not watching that anymore."
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to. I don't think.
Really?
Mine wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob because his mom thought they should.
Same.
Dude, a
Right.
lot of people weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob, and that's how you know you can't trust them if they
Supposed to
didn't
be
grow
an
up with
adult
SpongeBob.
cartoon, I guess.
Really?
You could tell by all the jokes. Like
It
you
is.
watch it
They're
now
deep,
as an
though.
adult.
Like if you're a child, you don't really get
No.
them.
Did you see? I saw a TikTok the other day where SpongeBob's like buried in the sand. And
His nose.
Yeah, Squidward said to like bury myself, and Mr. Krabs grabs him by the nose, but his nose is like way down here, so it wasn't his nose. I never noticed.
I didn't.
Blew my mind.
There's some good ones on there.
They got rid of the Panty Raid episode.
They
The
did.
Panty Raid episode, the Mr. Krabs Night Out on the Town. You can't watch it anymore. Yes, I love that episode, but they
Can
got
you
rid
feel
of
it
it.
now, Mr. Krabs?
Thought about that till just now.
And the gold doubloons.
I haven't either. Yeah, literally, I didn't think about that. No, what's sad is like Kaylee didn't watch a lot of SpongeBob, and I quote it all the time. She's like,
Me
"What is?"
too.
She's like, "What is that from?" I'm like, "Sorry."
It just ruins it when they don't understand. What
I know.
It's from. Like, and
Yeah.
you're like, forget it.
Right.
We need to have the intro for this episode be beep boo boo bop.
We can.
Beep boo boo bop. I love that episode.
I think the weirdest 2 moments. So my weirdest SpongeBob, the weird one when they go to like another dimension, or like Squidward's like doesn't
Yeah.
exist, or that one too.
Rock
That-
bottom.
Future and
Yeah.
Rock Bottom were like
The
weird.
future.
SB129.
Yeah, both of them. I was scared of the Rock Bottom people.
Yeah, I was too.
Everything's chrome in the future.
And they like killed the health inspector.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes.
That and so I just remember this one. I remember when he got the pet jellyfish, the purple one,
The party.
and he got a purple jellyfish, and he had to let him go. He's like, "I gotta let you go." I cried, and that was the first thing I ever cried at, and I was like 10. Like I was like,
He's
man.
tearing up back
And
there.
my mom was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, I'm like, "Don't ask." I'm like, that was my first like embarrassed cry ever. Like it's just SpongeBob letting go of his his pet jellyfish. Like that's so sad.
You can't go wrong.
That they would play when he's having like the party with the jellyfish.
The jellyfish. I think it's called like jellyfish jam or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Downloaded that, and when I was like younger, I like made like a nightclub in my room. I knew I was gonna love that.
throw that headset on. People
Yeah.
hear
Toss
you.
it on.
Like a pilot.
Yeah, there you go.
This is your captain speaking.
Ooh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I made a nightclub in my room, and I had like strobe lights and everything, and I would play Jellyfish Jam, just crank it. I'm sitting there. I'm like 12.
Jellyfish Jam.
Practice for today. I'm like, nightclub time is now.
Now that's one I could listen to the trap remix of.
Oh yes.
I listened to the Caillou trap remix, and there was like a D's Nuts joke in it. And I'm like, what? Like,
Oh my gosh, I met the D's Nuts dude.
really?
No way.
Weirdest thing ever. I'm in Vegas. This was like last year, and I'm just walking around. I was pretty buzzed, and all of a sudden, some guy comes up and smacks me, and he holds his like finger down like that, and he goes, "See that?" And I was like, "What is it? D's Nuts?" And he's like, "In your mouth," and then just walked away. And I'm like, "That's the guy." I was like, "What is going on?" He just walked away. So I like ran up to him. I'm like, "Hey man," I'm like, "Can I get your photo?" And he's like, "I guess." And so we got a photo together. It's hilarious. That's how I met D's Nuts.
Yeah, right. It's timestamp.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Why?
You got to bring up a topic.
I like talking about SpongeBob. I like that we all watch SpongeBob in here because like
We
there's
can
a lot
really
more people
bond.
than I thought.
I'm not gonna lie.
Didn't.
When it comes on, I watch it.
Yeah, but
Oh,
the old ones, the new ones do not compare to the
They're
old
bad.
ones. Like after he
Yeah.
died, like the new one's just terrible.
Yeah, they made him green for a while. That's when I was like,
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
You remember that? They made him like they changed his color. He was like a weird green, and I was like, "What is this? He's sick. He's got suds."
You got suds.
Got the suds.
It's bad. I was bad. I had to quit watching it.
I didn't see that. I didn't notice. I just
I
know it
didn't
got
know
real
either.
more cartooned
Yeah,
a lot more.
2010
Yeah.
or something. They like tried to pull a fast one on us.
I like the old ones, like where you can tell that they're made in the 90s. Like I like the older ones.
Our viewer retention right now is going to be through the roof because there's a girl on the screen.
Well, I wasn't planning on sitting over here, but we just got to chit-chatting.
Put your hair behind your shoulders.
I can't.
Hello, guys.
Hi,
Welcome to my
guys.
makeup tutorial.
I would never. Oh my God. So the one thing about my concert that I did not mention, the opener, Dixie D'Amelio. If you guys know Dixie D'Amelio, the TikToker, awful.
Hang out all the time.
Awful.
Charlie.
Ugh. It was so disappointing that I had to sit through her lip singing to wait for Big Time Rush. Like I was kind of mad. And she sang that stupid song. You guys know on TikTok, The Happier. It's a terrible song, and people gaslit her into thinking that it was amazing. So she thinks everybody actually loves it, but people just make fun of her for it.
Oh my gosh. I posted, you might have saw, I posted like a meme on my Snapchat story, and it was like, it said me trying to explain gaslighting to a peasant that died in 1259, or it said me, I don't even know how, I gotta look it up, but it said me explaining gaslighting in hell to a peasant that got beheaded for stealing an ounce of buckwheat. He's getting beheaded in like 1259 for like stealing like a piece of corn, and you're in there for gaslighting somebody. I was like, that's so funny. What are you in for?
You want your chair back,
Yeah.
pilot?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to get a little good shot of you.
Oh, yeah. But it was just, I was like, imagine like just
That's-
how we've progressed as like society. Like, starts with like people getting their hands cut off.
And now
like
we're just gaslighting people. I
Wow.
don't gaslight, but when I do, it's fun. It's kind of fun.
I don't always gaslight, but when I
Yeah. Oh man. No, so we actually had another podcast we started called Saturdays Are for the Girls, and they did like 2 episodes and then they just never came back.
Should we start it up?
Yeah.
I'm down.
let's jump in there.
Yeah, Saturdays are for the girls.
And then
Oh my God, you guys should be like the Wiggies. Have you guys seen the Wiggies?
the Wiggles.
No, not the Wiggles. The Wiggies on TikTok. They get like the bright colored wigs and they do stupid stuff. Yeah, you guys should get bright colored wigs, and I'll snag one. I'll be back there.
Yeah.
Woo.
You could do you could do Saturdays. We did Saturdays for the boys originally. We had 2 of them. And then we did like 6 episodes of that, and we were just doing 2 podcasts a week. And now Trevor's got his job, so like
Trevor's too good for us now. He got his new job. How sad.
he never even. I told him. I said, message me, like when you know if you're going to be able to be there or not. And he just never like. He's like, all right.
Trevor, don't turn flaky, Trevor, if you're watching this. Don't be flaky.
The problem is he got jacked
Right, yeah.
He's a businessman now.
OnlyFans, feet pics.
Yep.
Just him squatting in the gym. No, he's been slacking. Not like as me, but like he's not going to the gym as hard.
Trevor.
Which yeah.
Call him. Yeah, call him.
That's
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
That's why he's he's host number 2 today.
Trev, FaceTime. Oh, that's call. Hold on. I'm new to iPhone, kinda.
He still doesn't know how to work, and it's
see
been
that-
like a month, 2 months.
See that green button? Just hit that. Hell yeah.
Hey, Trev.
What's up?
Oh, just heading back from Chillicothe.
Hell yeah.
Turn him around. The viewers need to see his bald head.
The viewers missed you.
Yeah, I missed them.
Oh.
Aw. Hi, Trev.
Hey, Brett.
We figured we'd call and say hi. We brought Bronson and Gavin. Is that correct?
What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much.
They're just chilling. We just chilling, hanging out. We might go to karaoke night.
I definitely don't think I'll go.
I knew that answer.
I'm gonna ask you every week.
I know, but I did 12 hours of in the sun today, so I'm
Hey,
wanting to go home.
you can do 12 hours of singing "Here Comes the Sun" if you really want to.
No.
All right, we figured we'd
Yeah, I
say
think I'm
hi.
good. Yeah, I reckon I'll take a rain check on this one.
All
You take
right.
a rain check on everyone, Trevor.
Well, hey, if the viewers can hear me, make sure you guys check out our website. Check out our Instagram, OTR .pod. And then anywhere you listen to podcasts at, like Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any of those, that's just OTR Cast. Make sure you guys check it out.
Wonderful.
Good job, Trev.
All right, I got to get off here. I'm getting on the interstate.
All right, good night.
Bye, buddy.
All right, catch you later.
Yep. He said, check out the website at OTR. Cut out. That's so funny. No, but what?
We'll switch these.
Well,
We
yeah.
can switch these.
I was gonna say we're pretty close to like an hour, I think, too.
I don't know.
If
we're
not,
at, but
probably
I'll let
over.
him come over and
At the very least, we'll plug and play. Cause I gotta go.
Wear the headset over here.
Yeah, right. I need to get headsets for everybody eventually. That'd be cool. Cause I have that amplifier. Like I could run 2 more headsets here.
I felt like I was talking to air traffic control.
This is Air Force proud.
We got nice weather in Cleveland.
Yeah. Or proud. Air Force proud. Do you say pride?
Air Force
No,
Pride.
Air Force proud. he's like a YouTuber and he makes these he goes on flight simulators and goes into like the role play servers and he's just an like dumbass like.
Oh, I love watching. I was just telling him I just played Microsoft Flight Simulator with the VR, and it feels like you're flying the plane. Like I had all the controls and everything. I'm like, this is sick.
Mm-hmm. When do you play any other VR stuff like?
No, that was like a buddy had it, and I was like, let me try this out, and my mind was blown, and I was just like flying from my hometown airport and stuff,
Yeah.
just flying. I'm like, there's my house.
No, I got into VR for a little bit.
It's cool.
It's fun. I got
feel
like the
sick
like
from it, though.
wireless one though, so like I couldn't do like the hardcore
Oculus or
computer
what?
stuff. Yeah, the Google one. I got the Google one.
yeah.
Because I had like the Google Pixels, so it worked really well with that. Like even
Yeah.
like remotes and everything. So I played a lot of like the VR chat stuff.
Yeah.
And those were fun because like everyone in there's just simps,
Oh yeah.
and it's great. Like it's so funny. Like
remember those stories.
yeah. Oh, those were fun, and it was kind of addicting. Like even like just making fun of them.
yeah.
Like I just go sit around like sitting on this beach like watching like there'd be one girl with like 50 dudes around her talking to her. I'm like that's
fun.
definitely a dude with a voice changer. Like but it was like it was cool. Like you got your own little like pad in like
Oh, yeah,
VR.
that's
So I'm like
sick.
setting up like vases and I'm like here let's put that here and all this shit. But it was just a lot. Like it took a lot of time and it's
Yeah, it
fun as
does.
shit.
Yeah, you
but-
gotta have time to like waste for that.
Right. Yeah, and even like there's games that like people were like giving their grandmas of like height. It was like height simulator, and they would like it was called the elevator or something like that.
What?
And they put the headset on, and they're like, "Okay, grandma, like here's how you do. Like you move with this, you click this, and it'll push the buttons." and you like look around, and there's just an elevator on like a building. I'm like, okay, go in, and you click the button for the elevator. You like walk into the thing, and there's like level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and like 80.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
he's like, go to like the top floor, and you click level 80, and instead of like opening up into like an office building or something, it just opens up, and it's just a plank that you have to walk on. And it's funny. Like if you get a minute to look at them, like look up like I don't even know what it's called.
That sounds interesting.
But they put his like grandma on there, and she's like walking out, like she's like,
Freaking
I'm
out.
not getting out of this elevator. She's like leaning over, like looking over the edge. She's like, this is like really high up.
Oh my gosh.
And she wouldn't get on. Like she freaked out, like ran back in the elevator and hit 1, and like went back to like the ground floor. I'm like, that's crazy. Like it would be a little scary if
Oh, yeah.
you're not used to stuff like that.
Especially at that age, like, what is
know.
going on?
Yeah. What are we?
105.
That's 107's our goal.
We got a minute and 20 seconds.
Oh, you got a minute and 20 seconds to plug any and everything that you would like to plug.
LiveMoreShop.com. Free shipping. TikTok, LiveMoreTV. Instagram, Bronson James Allison.
Yeah.
And Facebook, LiveMoreTV. That's pretty much it.
How do you do on Facebook? You got like
It's building it. Like all of a sudden, it's kind of starting to pop off. Like the videos are getting shared more and more. So it's
Facebook's one of those weird ones.
It
But
is weird.
When it hits, it hits.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like ones I would never expect it like take off.
Right.
So,
that's
I
how
don't
the
know.
wedding stuff was. I just post my weddings, like it's just
you
really
told
for
me
the
that last
couple.
time. You had one that just like blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just post them for the couple to kind of share, and people see them, and then they're like, I want you to do.
Yeah.
And then one day, like it was middle of like last July or something, I like looked, and there was just this massive spike, and it was like holding, and it was all recommended. So like it was like 99.8% of my views were recommended views just from Facebook, like showing it to people.
These
And-
bridezillas like, look at this. We
Yeah.
can do this.
Well, it was a lot of foreign people, like
Oh,
'cause
really?
I think the appeal was like rich, like American weddings.
Oh yeah.
Like just seeing like what that's like.
Yeah.
And
Got to
so
advertise in Dubai.
yeah. Oh,
Are
I
you a
couldn't
prince?
imagine.
Need a wedding video?
Yeah, but it was like one of them. It hit like 400,000 views, like just randomly, and then it like float. Like people must have been watching that, and then like letting it go to the next one.
Yeah.
Because then like 5 or 6 of them, they're all over like 200,000. Like
Wow.
and my like reach was consistently 80,000 people a day
That's really good.
for like 3 months, and then when like not wedding season hit and I didn't have anything going out, I was like, I'm like, how do I keep this momentum?
Just share the old ones again.
Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about it, but I was like, I'm gonna let it happen naturally. And even now, we're still hitting like 13,000 people.
Yeah.
Like, it's not terrible,
That's good.
but like Facebook's oddly where we get everything. Even like I go and talk to like photographers. I'm like, what do you do to like get people? They're like, we're Instagram. I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
I would say Facebook for stuff like
for
that.
video,
For sure.
like Instagram video, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just not as like easily shareable.
I
and,
agree. Yeah.
So Facebook's been real big, but I want to figure out where to get, obviously like a TikTok or something, but like get those younger couples too, or like the higher end stuff. And I think that just comes with time and just getting more
Yeah.
out there. But Facebook's been really good for any of that. Like mostly everything gets at least 5,000 views.
Yeah. I would share it on TikTok. Just start blasting them out, and, like
Yeah.
reposting them over and over again. Because
What do you think? Like, you think I need to verticalize them?
yeah, because
'Cause I don't
TikTok
think
put a
people-
statement out where they're like saying that we're going to promote more vertical
That's what I
videos than
figured.
horizontal. They just made a statement about it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I make sure I don't do anything horizontal on there anymore.
Yeah. See, I was doing that for a little bit. I was just throwing like podcast clips, even. Like,
Yeah.
and then luckily for the podcast, it's not hard because we're all in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
So you just shrink it in. But
could do that.
Put it
right.
in a vertical timeline, and you can throw it in there, and then just add like the little blur. I mean, as long as the aspect
I
ratio
gotcha.
is vertical,
I
they don't
gotcha.
know the difference.
Really?
I don't think. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Shoot, I might just do that then. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I want to fill it, but I know like half the time I'm like on this third, or I'm like you're
Yeah.
gonna see half the bride's face.
Or you keyframe like little pans over so you can see everybody.
Just like the like real steady cam After Effects like
Yeah.
face movement. It's like freaky. No, but I need to. You want to learn how to do that?
Yeah, I do.
All right, I need you to. But no, you good plugs?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
well,
good.
go follow his stuff. If you're not following ours, go follow it.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. Like, It's the best local podcast there is.
Facts.
There's like 4 now. There's like 4 podcasts in
Cambridge?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
1 older dude, 2 older dudes, but they're not like fun. They're like
Yeah.
informational, and like one of them's like religious. And it's kind of the production's really not bad, like,
really,
for what it is. But he's also like a millionaire,
that makes
so like
sense.
he just has like he's like
bought
just do
off.
it. But the other guy, he does all right. He just, I hope he doesn't listen to this, because he's a little weird.
He tuned out at blacking out.
Probably. It's just funny. I even watched like he makes a lot of Facebook posts.
Oh yeah,
like long ass Facebook posts.
Oh gosh,
like probably 5 or 6 paragraphs a day.
no one's reading that. Stop
Well,
doing that.
right. And one of them was about like women today. He's like 35.
You're not winning anybody
And
over
he's
with
like,
that.
they're all just want this. He's like, trust me, I have a lot of people in my DMs. I'm like, I'm like, I don't.
Angry.
That doesn't sound like someone that would have a lot of people in your DMs.
No, not at all.
It's, I don't know. I don't want to be. I don't want to
Spam
roast
accounts.
him. Don't want to roast him. Not a bad guy. Not a bad guy at all. Maybe we'll have him on here one day to prove.
Yeah.
Just hold up the phone, show us his DMs. But it's just funny. I don't know.
I reached out to the chamber here
Yeah.
last week, and they were like, we don't have the budget to have you come film a video here, but maybe the Visitors Bureau will. So they're like,
Right.
we'll get in touch with them. I have not heard anything. So do you know them?
Oh, I know everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do I need to get a hold of?
Debbie Robinson.
All right, Debbie,
She's-
I'm coming for
She's
you.
the VCB. She's Visitor Convention Bureau. Even Main Street. If you look up Cambridge Main Street,
Is there like a second Visitors Bureau like type of deal?
Main Street would deal with just any events that are happening in town.
Okay. Yeah,
like on-
Worcester's got something like that too. And I was confused. I'm like, are you Visitor Bureau or are you just some people?
Yeah, I forget what her name is.
They're both.
Really?
Main Street is ran by, I don't know, but if you look up them, they're the ones that put the events and stuff on.
Oh, okay.
Visitor maybe. Chamber, I'm filming stuff with them, so they're probably like,
Yeah.
we don't want to.
Right, yeah.
I wouldn't care if it was taken, but like they probably get nervous, like
Yeah.
because they've already got like AVC, which is like the radio old stuff. Then like we just started like a monthly show with them.
Oh, okay.
Where we
yeah.
go to like a different business and like do like a sit down, like we take all this stuff basically,
Oh, yeah.
and then just film like an interview. And so
you know what? I have seen those. Yeah. You posted something. With
we
that, I
just
think.
posted the first one came out.
Yeah, I
this
saw that.
month, and it was a way for them to get sponsorship, because the only way the chamber was getting sponsorship was email blasts.
Right, yeah.
Where if you wanted to pay for, it was like only like $100 to. I'm like, you're not gonna make no money doing that. And
Right.
so they were like, we want to do like some stuff to make money. I'm like, well, have businesses pay for you to come and film it. I'll film it. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
and so now we're doing that, and it's pretty cool.
That's
so
neat. That's a good idea. You guys have an underground chamber here?
Not
You heard
yet.
about all these towns I've been reaching out to. I've been finding out. So like a lot of the towns like chambers aren't doing anything to help the businesses. So the business owners get together
Really?
and they made their own underground chamber where they all have say in what goes where instead of like the people in the chamber having say. And all these towns have been doing it, and I'm shocked by it. I'm like, no way. Like I'll like ask a chamber and they'll say no, and then one of the business owners will get like word of it and be like, hey man, like we can do it.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't think we.
wild.
I don't think we have one. I think I would know.
It's real hush hush. Like it's
Um,
very like they don't want anyone to know, and like I don't know, it's weird. They have meetings and stuff like that.
That's weird.
And I've had like 5 or 6 towns tell me that they've done that now, and I'm like,
See,
that's
our
so
chamber
wild.
used to be horrible. Like I was in it in 2018, and like I got out of it because
Yeah.
nothing happened.
Right.
The new lady that's in charge, Jennifer, she does really well with it.
That's all it takes, one person to get
Right.
in there.
And so now like she's doing all kinds of stuff. We're doing all these shows, and like she's really made it into
Yeah.
a good
I've
thing.
been seeing more, so I could tell that something happened here.
And speaking of underground, what you need to film in this town, I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you.
I'm down already.
There is a whole ass. So when basically all of downtown, not all of it, but so how this goes up a hill here,
Yeah.
and I forget why they did it, but for some reason, instead of redoing the road, there was some reason they couldn't. So they put the road 1 story up. So there is actually, it's not like, it's a tour right now, but the idea is they want to redo it all. There's a
Okay.
whole underground storefront for about like
Really?
3 blocks.
No
That
way.
and it's all preserved, so it's like all the shots from like
And it's
1800,
literally under the ground.
literally under the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Like if you pick the sidewalks up, you'd look down and see like storefronts.
Dude.
They're not good
Set
right
this
now.
up.
I will. They're not good right now, but there's we're working on an ice rink that we're gonna put
Yeah, I
out
remember
here,
you saying that.
and we're like filing for all these grants and stuff, so we get to see
Right.
who else is filing in the city for them. And someone filed to redo the entire underground, which I don't think they're going to get the money for. It's just such
Yeah.
a massive job.
Yeah.
But if they could, that would be so like to implement everything. They want to like redo them all and like make them actual storefronts again that you can like go
cool.
down some stairs. It's basically a subway that's not like it's not even that big. It's not massive.
Yeah.
But I would say, I don't know. I've never actually taken the tour. It's probably like 12 storefronts, but like preserved from like the 1800s.
I think we should set up LiveMoreShop.com down there.
Yeah, that would be that would be
Underground.
I think if they redid the underground, that's when you would get these new like younger generation
Yeah,
of businesses. Be
for
like, I want to be
sure.
down there. Like just have this whole scene.
Yeah. Just make it a nightclub.
But no, I'll message. I don't know who runs that. It might be the Main Street. It might be Main. I'll ask.
That would be really cool.
But we'll
to
get you
check
down
out.
here to. I want to see it too. I haven't been down there, so I want to
do it.
Yeah, we'll film some stuff. I'll message. I mean,
I love like weird stuff like that.
it's just
so.
weird. Nobody knows about it unless you
Yeah.
are here because they haven't done much with it.
Yeah.
The goal is they want to like promote it and make it nice at some point.
Yeah, they need to.
That would be the draw, right? Like there's a whole underground
Put a little dive
town,
bar down there.
yeah.
It never closes.
There's actually there's a pool hall. I don't know if it's what is today? Nah, it's probably not open today. But if you want to check, you can. When you're driving up through town, you'll see a sign on your right that says like billiards.
Okay.
It was a pool hall that they built, and you do go down like to what would have been the underground
Oh wow.
back when it was, and they had the guy that just bought it. He's trying to get it going again,
Okay.
but there's like one of the old bars. Like he still like he has
Left
it
it
set up there.
Ooh.
They don't have alcohol, but like you can see what it like look like.
BYOB.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool.
That's neat.
So I don't know if they're open, but if you like stop by and check the door, he might be in there.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
But there's like a whole underground town, like just
Man,
chilling up
who
here.
would've thought?
I
In
forget
Cambridge,
why.
Ohio.
Right, I forget why they did it too. But there was some reason they couldn't just pave over the road again, so they just literally like, fuck it, we're gonna go up a level, just do it.
It's a weird town, but I love it here.
It is, and there's so much potential for stuff like, but a lot of it's I get into that. That's a whole other podcast.
Oh yeah, that's how Millersburg is for me.
Yeah.
And I try to tell them, and they don't listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Right. Yeah, but no, we'll. I mean, that could be a whole another topic. So we'll get out of here. We're gonna go probably karaoke night, have some fun. So, good night, everybody. Again, OTR. You heard Trevor. He told you all the stuff already. You heard his stuff, but Live More TV.
Yeah,
Is it
Live More
LiveMore.tv on TikTok?
No, it's just Live More
Live More
TV.
TV.
Everybody
Okay.
says Live More. Please be literate. It's Live More.
Live A.
Yeah,
All
Live
right,
More.
Go check him out on TikTok. See what they're doing, and we'll see you guys in the next episode, Britt.
Cue the outro.
This is probably one of my favorite podcasts so far. It's very funny.